watching the sawdust fly.
Hi guys, and welcome back. This week we are leaving you in the capable hands of our very own Chip and Bert. But special edition, Chip and Bert goes to Scotland. So I hope you enjoy this. Bit of raw footage from him about his travels up to Scottish land, clearing up after the storms. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
So it's not a good morning today or a good afternoon, it's a good evening. Here we are at Clackett Lane Services with NRE. There he is, there he goes. He says good evening. We've got Davey there in the middle. We have Nicky, he's got his Raptor. We've got the mute work platform there being towed with the bucket lift. I've got one of the Rangers from work and our Bobcat, and then going down the lineup we've got new Defender with big cherry picker. I think there's a chipper behind there as well, possibly. But we are in convoy, and we are heading to Scotland now. 2 hours ago we were on our way to Ireland, but we are now on our way to Scotland for a big clear up following all this storm damage. So we are going to be away for an indeterminate amount of time. So it's pretty exciting. We'll get some fairly raw footage of some pretty bad storm damage. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's the first for me, a stay away. I've done a couple of these call outs and standbys to date, but this is the first real big one for me. So we're going to get some fairly unique footage for the channel. So we're about 7:30 now, so we are going to push on and get as far north as we can tonight. So watch this space. Over and out. Right, good evening guys. It's Tuesday 28th. We spent most of the day continuing on from Selby where we parked last night, and we've done all our inductions now. We're somewhere just outside Falkirk, to give you an indication of where we are. So we've got this first span, first job. The line is already down. Power companies want us just while the line is down, just to take the overgrowth back. So this is number one of many, I'm sure. But we're all raring to go. Get the digger ready for the brushwork. Sun is just about to set, so we'll be working into the night. Got one more job to do after this, so that'll give us a fairly steady start for today. But then tomorrow we're into something quite sizable, and we'll get some footage for you then. So here's the start of our little adventure. Right, so we're just rocking on 8 o'clock now. We've just been up to the middle of a softwood plantation, had the line come down. There's the pole there, just in a bit small distance. This is the house, this is the end of the line. So we've just cleared a snapped cable and cleared a couple of hanging trees and a couple of trees laying on the cable. We just had to use the mulcher there, the pry north, wrap the mulcher to make some access so we could get the digger in to clear the trees off the line. And now the line is all clear, and there's a clear thoroughfare for the linesmen and engineers to put it back up the pole. So that is job number 2 for this evening, and I think probably we'll call it a day there now, and we'll go find our hotel, and we will reconvene in the morning. Right, so here we are about to open up a new job. We have these 2 stems and a couple of stems behind leaning on this cable here. So Nicky there in the yellow jacket is mulching down so we can get access to use saws. So when the line's off, we are going to take the weight off the bottom of the stems, move that wood out the way with the digger, and then use the digger to grab the branch and just rotate it off the line. So here we are on job number 2, same line. See the earth's set up there. So this one's to pull off, make safe the trunk. Alright, good afternoon guys. We've just come off getting some lunch. We are now on to job 4. We are on this stretch of road, we've got road closure in place. We are just waiting for our permits, and it's very obvious for you to see, but this cable here is at shoulder height. We've got several lines down, several spans down between several poles. Several trees laying on top of them, one in the distance, one in the medium distance, one right in front of us. Turning round, we've got this big one which is laying over 3 lines, and they're going to be under a lot of tension. So yeah, we're about to start taking these ones apart. We've got, I think, probably four spans in which we're working on. This one will probably be a bit quicker relative to the other ones because we've got better access and we're on the flat. So we'll just piece these down, make a nice little pile. So I'll try and get some footage during the job. It's always a bit harder for me to do the filming when I'm chipping and when I'm in the digger, because I can't really operate the thing and hold the camera. So I'll see if I can get one of the other guys to do a bit of the machine work and get a bit of footage of what goes on when I'm not in the hot seat. Bit of footage here now of Nicky setting off with his Tri-North Raptor. He's using it to clear all the undergrowth down so we can get machines in and see what we're driving upon. Making it a little bit more tidier for the mute to go in. Better for the guys as well. They're not getting stuck, not getting tangled up in the brambles. It just makes it a nicer environment to work in, and in addition, after the job's complete, it'll obviously look a lot smarter and more presentable finish. So for the customer it just looks better, and also the landowner. You know, it's a bit of stone just gone through that. I suppose on some level as well, with all the sticks and twigs and everything lying around, it's better for the machines. We're not tracking over them with the risk of pipes getting snagged, turning around and hitting panel work, etc. on the side of the machine. So it's an all-round better job to have a cleaner, tidier site before we get going. Good morning guys, Thursday 30th of January. I think the analogy at the moment is eat, sleep, repeat. Another day, another tree. This is probably our biggest one to date. We've got a big softwood there, fairly girthy at the bottom, leaning on a LV line. We are just in the process of setting up, and behind us, in the process of making the line safe, are the Scottish Power linesmen. They are putting their earths on and closing the line down, so these houses will be off for the foreseeable future. This little area where we are been hit quite bad. There's a cherry up the way there which has come down on a shed. I think that is what is that now? I think that's some sort of poplar. It's a bit hard to tell. Completely uprooted. Great big root plate on it just on the other side of the bank. Let me just walk round. I'll get a view of that. See through the tree what size it is. And what we're coming to learn up here is just how bad it is. It's just absolutely everywhere on the sides of the road, on the roundabouts, in the parks, people's gardens. It's sporadic, but it is everywhere. This is the pole we're working on. There's a gap where it's levered out the floor or away and come out a level. That's the tree. Should be 18 inches more across. And it's leaning on that LV line, and then the top is supported on those rather unhealthy limes. So we're gonna have to piece this down very gently. I'm all right, thank you. Look, a bit of fruit there, look. We're still getting our 5 a day. But no, it's a good job. Food and accommodation have been very well received. So we're being fed and watered well, being looked after. It's a cracking day up here. Absolutely beautiful day. And a nice job to get stuck into. Day 4. Can't remember what tree number now. There's been too many. But day 4, here we go. And then that was that. Pole still on the wonk, but it was always going to be. But we're just handing back now to power line guys. Power is going back on for this road. We had quite a steady dismantle with that. Jogged it down, took the weight off the line, managed to fell the last section, and just kept it all nice and controlled with the use of the digger, just to shift that weight to our advantage, stand the pole back upright. Fence is still in one piece. Those lovely stone walls are still in one piece. And that was the last length of timber there, probably a 6 metre, 7 metre length. Fair size stump. But all's well that ends okay. Obviously in this instance the tidying up is not what you would typically see, but tidying up is not priorities at the moment. Priorities at the moment are getting lines back in the air, back safe, and that's what we are doing. So another one under our hats. We're on the phone now as we speak, just finding our next job. See you in a bit. So good afternoon guys, still Thursday. We've just had a long 60-mile jaunt, I think it was, up from where we were this morning. We're now at a place called Payport on the east coast, just south of Arborist, east of Dundee. and it's just such an amazing countryside up here. In the distance you've got a vast sprawling softwood plantation. We are surrounded by prime farmland, very big farming presence up where we are. Plenty of livestock, it's always good to see. Plenty of cropping. I would imagine this must be barley, given how close we are to some other distilleries. I'm actually just driving up a farm track at the minute, so I'm not on the road. But it's just amazing, such vast countryside and open compared to the hustle and bustle of down home. But the whole way up here, trees down everywhere, multiple on the side of the road, just where they cut it back to get the road open. So next job for today is setting the mute up, setting up the coupon. The tree in question is this one. It's partially uprooted, it's quite a large one. It's resting on the skinny one behind. There are signs up there of fresh damage on the bark where it's rubbed on its way through. So the problem we got here, it would have loaded up that little tree in the middle, which is compromising that, and it is halfway to falling down. So we've got this feed underneath it to this wee little cottage here. So decision's been taken on this one to take it down in order to prevent something happening further down the line. So this is the next project. Waiting for a landowner in the house in the distance to come back. Got to get the horses in and unlock the gate for us so I can make good and tidy up. So we should be here on this one into the dark. I thought we'll have this completed in a couple of hours. So light is fading on us, but we've not a lot to do now. Rich is up in the bucket there. We've once again used the digger to prop the big tree to take the weight off, because it was resting on the smaller one, and now the two are separate. That pole, the smaller pole, is just free and it's not under any load now, and I'm supporting the weight of the tree. So whatever he's cutting off now, he's not going to give us any question mark for the tree falling further. So we've just got the last bit of the canopy to the cutter's left, last bit of that canopy to come off, and then we can just work this pole down to lower than the line, and then we can just fell it and just gently keep pushing that back over centre and lay it in the wood. Good afternoon guys, it's Friday 31st. We are at a new location just outside Dumfries. This is probably one of the nicer locations we've been to. It's a little cafe here on the water. Bloke's just taken off in a amphibious plane. You can land on the water. That was fairly impressive to see. But what we're doing now, this is our first tree, which isn't a softwood. We've got a beech, which team have already come out to and cleared up the fallen one to open up the car park. But the other half of this twin stem is the one with the light on in the near distance. The root plate is all rotten. It's now lost its balance. Root plate's been compromised. So the electric boys have requested that this comes out before they reinstate their line. This one is a fair size. So the guys are over there with the cows. probably going to straighten up that pole or put a new one in. They're in the process of putting a new one here. I was going to go and get a cup of tea in the cafe, but there's one small issue with that, is that they don't have any electric. Thought I would have known that, wouldn't you? But never mind. So here's your man here drilling a hole. Got auger on the crane on the mute. Well, he says trying to. I'll ask him what's going wrong with it. It's all the rubble on it, he's saying. I think it started at 300 and now it's about half a metre, but it is what it is. He's got the crane there on the mute. So again, I'll try and remember to get some footage of this when it comes down. We're just going to stack it over here by that other pile of brash. We're only making good, we're not doing any chipping. We wouldn't finish doing any chipping so far. So yeah, we're getting in place, just filled the digger up. Spider's just getting set up. Davey's doing the paperwork. And we'll be about to ready to get going very soon. Right, so that's a little update of where we are at the minute. It's a dead shame about this cafe because we're all getting a little bit near lunchtime and, you know, getting a little bit peckish with it. And just a cup of tea before we started would have been nice, but obviously no can do. Reports from across the water in Ireland are still pretty bad. At this moment in time, there's still several thousand people off electric. We're getting reports of just how bad the damage is over there. Guys, you know, just having to cut their way through for the engineers just to get to what they want to work on. So there's still hope yet that we will get to Ireland. I'm in a team of 5 doing what we're doing, and all 5 of us are dead keen. We've got a real decent set of kit machinery between us, and I'm inclined to think we'll be well utilised over there. Let's just say that. So fingers crossed. But we're day 5 now, and I've lost count of trees. There's been a few.
So that is the end of Chip and Bert special. If any of you have found him in Scotland, please return him because he's never made it home. I'm only joking. He got back safe and sound on Saturday afternoon. Very tired. A lot of trees being done. But as he said, it was a good adventure. Thank you to NRE for having us along. But yeah, just an insight and a different day-to-day task for us here at Aztech. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like it, share it. This is a midweek special. There'll be another video coming out on Saturday or Sunday. I think it might be Sunday morning. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll catch you then. Cheers guys.